gave you my heart.
Hello guys, welcome to my next video, and today I am back with a new tutorial and we are going to recreate one of my earliest works, the treat, and this is going to be recreated on a large canvas of size 24 by 36 on order for a client. And we are going to use oil paints, and our colors will be phthalo blue, titanium white, and Prussian blue. These three colors basically. And let's start the video. So here I am with my 2-inch brush and a large amount of phthalo blue on it. Remember, you have to go with the crisscross strokes on the canvas to paint your sky, and later on you can blend this. And to make this color come out as bright, I will add a small amount of titanium white into it. Now here towards the edges of the painting, if you remember, I always add Prussian blue at the edges so as to bring the eye towards the center of the painting. And it takes a good deal of time to blend these two colors if you are doing it for the first time. Now, while painting water, one thing you have to remember is keep your strokes from outer side to inner side in this direction. If you are going to do it in reverse direction, you are going to leave a mark in the center of your water or canvas, and that will be a difficult task to blend in. And again, you have to add the Prussian blue at the lower edges also, because it will be considered as a direct reflection of the colors in the sky. When you finish blending both these colors in the water, the next thing you have to do is take your palette knife and a mixture of midnight black, sap green and Van Dyke brown. On it, you just draw the boundaries of the mountain. You have to repeat this process for all the number of mountains you desire to paint in your painting. Now it's time to come up with a 2-inch brush and spread the paint down on the area where we desire to paint our mountains. You just have to keep your strokes straight, and you also can create the light facing sides and the sides that are in shadows using this technique. And you don't have to worry about the edges if you are going out of the boundary, because you can recreate this at the end with your palette knife. And one thing I forgot here was adding clouds, but now I can add it, but I have to be cautious so that I don't mix the paint of the cloud and mountains. And I have decided to fill up my whole sky with the clouds and just random clouds. Like there should be very little space left where the sky is clearly visible. The most part must be covered with the clouds. and just making round circular strokes. You can see I'm not caring about making any definite shape. I'm just taking up the color and going randomly. And here I am done with my clouds and it's time to paint the fog. For painting fog, you have to draw two layers. The first layer must be a little darker than the second one. For this, you have to add a small amount of midnight black into your white color and paint the first layer. You can add the second or third layer as well if you desire to. Now it's time to go for the second layer of our mountains. And for this you can see I'm using just my 1-inch brush and drawing the mountains. Now here today I'm trying this new palette knife, but now the actual one. I have been seeing people using that on YouTube, and it is a mixture of phthalo blue and titanium white. This is the snow in the shadow part. This palette knife is actually very fragile and it's not allowing me to hold it perfectly. But see, this is the technique how you have to paint your mountains, the snow on your mountains. And you don't have to paint the snow in the light area or in the shadow part first. It's up to you how you want to paint. I like to paint the shadow part first, that's why I do it. This is how you have to paint the shadows all over, and now it's time to paint the snow facing the light source. And for doing this, you just have to go on with the pure titanium white on your palette knife and drag it down with slow pressure. There's one thing you can do to beautify your painting and give it a realistic appearance, and that is the addition of alizarin crimson into the titanium white to paint the mountain tops. One thing you have to remember is that if you are not using the actual palette knife that many painters use for painting snow, but using this type of palette knife, you will create a lot of gaps between your snow, and you have to later on fill them with the application of second layer on your snow. And finally, I'm towards the end of painting this mountain, and you have to apply the same technique all over your painting. And I would like you to like, comment, share and subscribe my channel and support me. You can follow me on Instagram, and my Instagram handle is @Hariz Aftab, and all the other links are given below in the description. And lastly, remember one thing, that the proportions of snow on the top must be greater than the proportion of the snow at the bottom of the mountain. And with this final thing, I take your leave. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.